Okay, ma? So, find the potential difference and charge on each capacitor. So, can you say, ma, how can we solve this one? Potential difference and charge on each capacitor. Any idea? Anybody, ma? Can you see? So I want potential difference. So this is the total potential which is supplied, potential difference of 60 volts. Then what is the potential consumed by each capacitor and what is the charge present on each capacitor, that we are supposed to find out. Any idea? First of all, these capacitors, they are connected in series or in parallel? These capacitors, are they connected in series or are they connected in parallel? Series connection, no? Remaining students, what are you doing? Try to answer. So these capacitors, they are connected in series. So equivalent capacitance, how can I calculate? 1 by C equivalent is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So 1 by C equivalent is equals to 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24. Clear, Nama? So LCM, I can take 24. So 8 3s are 24, 12 2s are 24 plus 1. So 24 divided by 6. So therefore 6, how much? Sorry, 6 divided by 24. So 6 4s are 24, 1 by 4. Clear, Nama? So therefore C equivalent is how much? C equivalent is equals to 4 microfarads. That is the answer which we got. Are you able to understand? Okay. So total capacitance is 4 microfarads, and what is the potential we have supplied? Potential we have supplied is 60 volts. So therefore I can calculate charge drawn by the battery, Nama. So therefore what I can do? Charge drawn by battery. Charge drawn by battery. Clear? So Q is equals to, charge supplied by battery. Charge supplied by battery. So Q is equals to C into V. So Q is equals to, what is the total equivalent capacitance? 4 microfarads. And potential. Potential is how much, ma? 60. So 6 4s are 24. 240 microcoulombs is the charge which is supplied by the battery. Are you able to understand? So battery is supplying this much amount of charge. Okay. So this battery, how much charge it is supplying? It is supplying 240 microcoulombs of charge. Okay. Now can you say how this charge will be distributed among these three capacitors? Can you say, anybody? Total charge supplied by the battery we have calculated 240 microcoulombs. Now this charge, how it will be distributed among these three capacitors? Anybody? Come on. How this charge will be distributed among these three capacitors? Any idea? You should try to answer. You should not be silent. See, this is what kind of connection? Series connection, no? So because this is series connection, already we have discussed, no? In series connection, battery supplies a charge only to first plate of first capacitor. That's all. Remaining all the charge will be induced charges. So therefore, when capacitors are connected in series, every capacitor will have same capacitance. How can you say that every capacitor have same capacitance? Because this 240 microcoulombs is being supplied only to first plate of first capacitor. On the second plate, negative charge will be induced. On the second plate of first capacitor, again a same amount of positive charge will be induced. So like this, continuously charges will be induced. So therefore, here what I can write, therefore here I will write, clear, ma? So same Q is equals to 240 microcoulombs of charge is present on every capacitor. Is present on every capacitor. So same, every capacitor has same amount of charge. If a charge is present and their respective capacitances are also present, then very easily I can calculate what I can calculate potential difference also, no? So this total 60 volts, it is being divided among these three capacitors. So what is the potential which is possessed by 8 microfarads? So potential which is consumed by 8 microfarads. V is equals to Q divided by C. Charge which is present is 240 microcoulombs divided by capacitance is what? Capacitance is 8 microfarads. Clear number? So therefore, micro gets cancelled. 8 3s are 24. So 30 volts. Clear number? So the potential drop which is present in this capacitor is 30 volts. Similarly, try to calculate these two. That is our answer. Okay, ma? That's all. Make a note up to here so that I can rub this board. Understood now, all of you? So therefore, here I will calculate. Are you able to see this one? Okay. So potential difference on 12 microfarads capacitor. V is equals to Q divided by C. So it is a 240 divided by capacitance is a 12. So it is 20 volts. Similarly, potential drop which is present on 24 microfarads. So Q divided by C. So potential charge present is a 240. Capacitance is a 24. So 10 volts. That's all number. So here on 8 microfarads capacitor, potential drop is 30 volts. On 12 microfarads capacitor, the potential drop is 20 volts. On 24 microfarads capacitor, the potential drop is 10 volts. Okay. So total 30, 20, 10. Again 60. So total it is equal to 60. It means this is 60 volts of potential difference. It is being distributed among these three what you call capacitors. That is our answer. So we are going slowly and steadily. We are not interested in completing the syllabus. Okay. So we are more interested in achieving the results. So practice regularly, do the work carefully, and whatever topic is discussed on that particular day, so by referring other books also, you try to master the same concept as better as possible. That is the method of preparation. Okay. So anybody ma, can you say how can I solve this one? So 12 microfarads, 10 microfarads, 5 microfarads, 9 and 8 microfarads, all of them they are connected like this to a battery of 60 volts. Then we are supposed to find out a charge and potential which is present on each capacitor. Okay. So how can I redraw this diagram, ma? Can you say? So first plate, second plate, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. That's all, no? So therefore, here we have a conducting wire which is passing from here to here. What is the meaning of this one? It means that second plate, third plate, sixth plate and seventh plate. So all these plates, they are at the same potential. That is the meaning of this one, no? So here if a potential is, let it be V dash, then 2 and 3, they are present at same potential. Similarly, 6 and 7 also, they must be present at the same potential. Clear? So here if potential is V and here if potential is V dash and this is V double dash, then which are the capacitors which are present at a potential of V double dash? Let us see. So V double dash is connected to 4 and 5. Similarly, same V double dash is connected to 8 and 9 also. Clear number? So all these plates, they should be present at the same potential. It means first plate of some capacitors, they are present at one potential. Second plate of remaining capacitors, they are present at another potential. It means definitely this is what kind of connection? Is this series connection or parallel connection? Definitely parallel connection. So parallel connection. So therefore, how can you redraw this circuit? This circuit I can redraw like this. So this is 12. Clear, ma? Then how many capacitors? 1, 2, 3 capacitors are connected in parallel. So this one is 10 microfarads. Clear, ma? Then this one is 5 microfarads. Clear? Then this one is 9 microfarads. Okay. And finally, all of them, they are connected to 8 microfarads capacitor. That's all, no? So this plate, this plate, this plate and this plate. 4 plates are present at same capacitance, same potential. Similarly, this one, this one, this one, and this plate, they are connected at same potential. This is how we can redraw this diagram. Are you able to understand, ma? And all this combination, it is connected to a battery of 60 volts. Clear? So therefore, we are supposed to find out charge and potential which is present on each capacitor. So therefore, how can I proceed? Can you say? How can I proceed in this problem? Come on. So first of all, you do one thing. First of all, you calculate total equivalent capacitance. What is the total equivalent capacitance? So these capacitors, they are connected in parallel, no? Directly you can add them. C equivalent is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. So 10 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 9 is how much? 24. So therefore, this circuit I can redraw like this also. How can I redraw this one? So this is a 12, this is a 24, and this is 8. So 12, 24, and 8 microfarads capacitor connected to a battery of 60 volts. Clear, Nama? So therefore, what is the total equivalent capacitance? 1 by C equivalent is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3, because they are connected in series. So 1 by C equivalent is equals to 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24 plus 1 by 8. LCM I can take a 24. So 2 plus 1 plus 3. So how much it is? It is 6 divided by 24. So therefore, C equivalent is how much? C equivalent is equals to 24 divided by 6. So 6 fours are, so 4 microfarads is the total equivalent capacitance. Are you able to understand, ma? So 4 microfarads will become the total equivalent capacitance. So if this is the total equivalent capacitance, then I can calculate charge drawn by the battery. Here are able to see, okay. So charge supplied by battery, or the charge drawn by this circuit. So charge supplied by battery is how much? So it is equals to, Q is equals to C into V. So Q is equals to, capacitance is how much, ma? Total equivalent capacitance is 4 microfarads. Potential difference is how much? 60. So 6 fours are 24. So 240 microcoulombs of charge is being supplied by the battery. Are you able to understand? So this battery is supplying how much charge? It is supplying a charge of 240 microcoulombs. Clear? Then this charge travels like this, and first of all it will see this capacitor. First of all, this 240 microcoulombs of charge, it will see this capacitor. Okay. First of all, make a note up to here. Then we will see how we can proceed in this problem. Come on. First of all, make a note up to here. So this is the statement which we have written now. So remaining potential is how much? Remaining potential is 10 volts. So therefore, what is the potential which is present on 10 microfarads? It is 10 volts. Potential which is present on 5 microfarads, it is also 10 volts. Potential which is present on 9 microfarads, it is also 10 volts. So if I know potentials and capacitances, I can calculate a charge also, Nama. So what is the charge present on 10 microfarads? Q is equals to C into V. Capacitance is 10, potential is how much? 10. So 100 microcoulombs of charge will be present. So charge which is present on 5 microfarads. Q is equals to C into V. Capacitance is 5, potential is 10. So 50 microcoulombs of charge. Charge which is present on 9 microfarads capacitor. So Q is equals to C into V. Capacitance is 9. Charge which is, potential is 10. So 9 tens are how much, ma? 90 microcoulombs of charge. Clear? So you add these 3. So 100 plus 50. Okay, ma? So 100 microcoulombs plus 50 microcoulombs plus 90 microcoulombs. Total how much it is? So 150, again 240 microcoulombs of charge. That is the same charge which is produced by the battery, no, ma? Clear? So total charge produced by the battery is how much? Total charge produced by the battery is 240 microcoulombs. So this 240 microcoulombs, total charge it will enter into this battery. Then it will get divided into 3 branches. So what is the charge present here? Charge present here is 100. Charge present in second branch is 50. Charge which is present in third branch is 90. So total if you add them, again it should be equal to 240. So this what you call 100, 50 and 90, again they will enter into 8 microfarads capacitor. So this is how we should understand the distribution of potential and charges. Clear, ma? Come on. So here let us see what is given. So a capacitor of capacitance C So this is one capacitor, clear Nama? So it is having a capacitance of C. So it is initially charged to a potential difference of E. So it is being charged, and initial potential difference between the plates of this capacitor is how much ma? E. This is the potential difference. It means already it is a charged capacitor. Now what we are doing, this charged capacitor, we are connecting this one to a battery of potential difference E by 2. Clear Nama? So potential of the capacitor is already E. But we are connecting this one to which battery? We are connecting this one to a battery of only half of the potential, that is E by 2. Clear? So therefore what we are doing, we are connecting this one to a battery of potential difference E by 2. This is what is happening. Clear Nama? So such that positive terminal is connected to positive plate. This is the positive terminal of the battery. This is the negative terminal. So positive is connected to positive plate. Negative is connected to negative plate. This is what is happening. Clear ma? Then after a long time, these values you are supposed to find out. Charge flown through the battery, total work done by the battery, and heat dissipated while the process of charging. Okay. So let us calculate the first one. First one is what? Charge flown through the battery. How can I calculate this one? So, no, 0 is not correct. How can you calculate ma? So what is the charge which is flown through the battery? Sima. So what is the initial charge? What is meant by initial charge ma? Charge which was present on this capacitor before connection. Initial charge means before connecting this capacitor to this battery, how much amount of charge it will be having? So initial charge Q is equals to C into V. This is the formula. No? Charge stored on the capacitor is Q is equals to C into V. Clear no ma? So what is the capacitance of this capacitor C? And to what potential it was charged previously? Previously it was charged to a potential difference of E. Clear no ma? So Q is equals to C into E. That's all Nama. So this is the initial amount of charge which is present on this battery. Clear? Then final charge will be how much? Final charge. What is meant by final charge ma? Charge present on this capacitor after connection. After connection how much charge will be present? So that is given by Q dash is equals to C into V. Capacitance is C. But what is the potential difference of this battery? Potential difference of this battery is only E by 2. So finally, capacitor also will have same potential difference of E by 2 only. Clear Nama? So potential difference now between the plates of the capacitor will be how much after some time? After some time, the potential difference between the plates of the capacitor will be E by 2. Clear? So therefore, how much of charge is present? Initial charge is CE, final charge is CE divided by 2. Clear ma? So initial charge is greater or final charge is greater? Which charge is greater, can you say? Come on. So before joining this capacitor, it was having a charge of Q, which is CE. Then after joining in the circuit, this capacitance will have only this much amount of charge. So which amount of charge is greater? Come on. Initial charge is greater. So final charge is lesser. Final charge is lesser means what? What is the meaning of this one? Initial charge is greater. Final charge is lesser. What do you understand from this one? We have to understand that here some of the charge which was present in the battery, which was present in the capacitor, it has flown to the battery. Now here battery is not supplying charge. Battery is not supplying the charge. Who is supplying charge here? Capacitor is supplying charge in this condition. Are you able to understand ma? Because initial charge is greater when compared to final charge. Here what I can write? Here Q initial is greater than Q final. Clear no ma? So therefore, capacitor is supplying charge to whom? To battery. Clear no ma? So therefore, how much charge will flow to the battery? Charge flown through battery. Charge flown through battery is how much? Q final minus Q initial. That is the formula, no ma? Q final minus Q initial. Okay. So Q final is how much? Q final is CE divided by 2. Q initial is C into E. Okay. So take the LCM of this one. So therefore how much it is? So if I take CE minus 2 CE divided by 2. So minus CE divided by 2. So that is the charge which is flown through the battery. So can you say why we got a negative symbol here? Can you say ma? Why we got negative symbol here? Come on. If a battery is supplying charge, then we will get positive symbol there. Clear? But battery is receiving the charge. Battery is receiving the charge. So that is why we got a negative symbol here. Are you able to understand? Ma? So this is the answer for our first question. So minus CE divided by 2 amount of charge is flowing through the battery when this capacitor is connected to this battery. Clear? Ma? First of all, make a note up to here. The amount of charge is being flown through the battery. Are you able to understand? Then see what is the next question he is asking. The next question he is asking is total work done by the battery. So what is the formula for total work done by the battery? Clear ma? So second one we are trying to do here, work done by battery. Okay ma? So in the last class already we have studied, no ma? What is the formula for work done by the battery? Work done by the battery is W is equals to V into Q. This is the formula. No? Work done by the battery is W is equals to V into Q. Clear? So what is the potential difference of this battery? Potential difference of this battery is V by 2. And what is the charge supplied by the battery? Charge supplied by the battery is minus CE divided by 2. Clear, Nama? So therefore total it is how much? It is equals to minus CE square divided by 4. That's all, Nama? So minus CE divided by CE square divided by 4. So this is the work done by the battery. Are you able to understand? So second question also we have calculated. Second question is which one? This is the second question. Clear, Nama? Then how about the third question? Third question, how can I calculate? Can you see? So what is the third question he is saying? Third question is heat dissipated in the process of charging. So let us see the third one. Clear, ma? Heat produced or energy lost in the form of heat energy while this capacitor is connected to this battery. Okay, ma, this one how can I calculate? This one I can use law of conservation of energy, no? By law of conservation of energy. By law of conservation of energy, how can I write a relation between energy? So work done by battery, it will do two things, no? It will change potential difference across the battery and it will produce heat energy also. So this is how I can write the relation, no ma? Clear? So here total work done by the battery, it should do two things. Already we have discussed this one in the last class. So what is the total work done by the battery? So first of all, it should produce some potential difference. That is what you call potential energy should be stored in the capacitor, first work. And the remaining amount of work done by the battery will be converted into heat energy. Are you able to understand, Nama? So therefore, if you substitute all the values in this relation, then I can calculate heat energy. So total work done by the battery will do two things. Across the capacitor, it will change the potential energy and remaining energy will be converted into heat energy. So already we have studied this one in the last class, no? So come on, try to do. So therefore, work done by the battery already we have calculated, ma, how much it is? Minus CE square divided by 4. Clear, no, ma? Then change in potential energy, how I can write? Final potential energy minus initial potential energy plus a heat energy. That's all, no, ma? So therefore, if I do this calculation here, so minus CE square divided by 4 is equals to, so what is the formula for potential energy stored in a capacitor? Half CV square. That is the formula, no? So half into final capacitance is C. Capacitance will never change. So, but potential is how much? E by 2 whole square. So half CV square. minus initial potential energy. Initial potential energy, again formula is half CV square. So half into capacitance is a C, but what is the initial potential? Initial potential is E square plus heat supplied or heat which is dissipated. Clear ma? Heat which is dissipated. Okay. Now just calculate this value, that is my required answer. Okay ma? That's all. Okay ma? Okay. So potential energy is nothing but energy stored in the capacitor. Energy stored in the capacitor, three formulae we have written, no? Half CV square Q square by 2C and half into QV. So here values are given in the form of capacitances and potential. So we have used half CV square. That is the reason. Okay. Now just calculate. So therefore minus C is square divided by 4 is equals to how much ma? C is square divided by 8 minus C is square divided by C is square divided by 2. So plus heat dissipated. Okay. So therefore do this calculation. So therefore heat dissipated is how much? Okay ma? So heat dissipated is equal to, now take all these terms to one side. So minus C is square divided by 4 minus C is square divided by 8 plus C is square divided by 2. Clear? So C is square I can take a common and LCM I can take 8. So therefore minus 2 minus 1 plus 4. Okay ma? So therefore C is square divided by 8 multiplied by 4 minus 3 is 1. Clear no ma? So therefore C is square divided by 8. That is our answer. So see ma, whether this calculation is correct or not? Yes, correct only. So C is square divided by 8. So this will be the total heat which is generated in the circuit. Clear? That's all.